Hi, I'm Barky. You may remember you from old videos from Bark Cubed. Well, I'm back from oh, 3, 4 months from opening up, packs with my sons, and wanted to kind of go over some stuff. So I wanted to just talk about some stuff that's been going on and see what's going on. So anyway, I'm Barky. I just want to say I really enjoy sports cards and I really enjoy breaks. I think it's a lot of fun. Sports cards are a huge part of my life. I used to open up them with my dad, and he and I would have a great time doing that. It's one of my cherished memories. Um, Doing breaks, that's just a lot of fun to do. Being there with a bunch of friends, opening up cards, not knowing what you're going to get, but getting that big hit is no bigger rush than doing that. Another thing I love doing is research and data analysis. One of my coworkers, he is also a big sports card collector, just like me. Uh, he would say that I am a huge data geek. I dive deep into data. I have to get pulled out because I am so data driven. So data is my life. Uh, Another thing I like to do is follow current business trends. And if I can't find business trends, I will seek them out. I will try to find the newest business trend and try to see where that goes. It's interesting. I just find business so fascinating. Very as some my old manager would say, I'm sales hungry and profit driven. I'm just hungry for success. So that's it for my elevator speech. So let's go on to the next thing. So what's going on? So let's just stop from the past real fast. So I've always been interested in the business side of group breaks. I've always been interested in those. Um, Gary Vee. Let me just bring this up real fast because Gary Vee, he just recently came out with his article a couple weeks ago. Saying that sports cards are about to explode in culture and value because they're becoming so valuable and becoming investable, and I can see that. Like I said, I follow trends. I follow the resale market. I do analysis on all the new products and stuff, and I do some algorithms and programs, and I see what's selling, what's not, and yeah, it's crazy how profitable some of these cards can be. So yeah, Gary Vee is totally on the money about how profitable sports cards and breaking in general can be. Um, so it's crazy how about this. I mean, we're talking about like a Luka um, autograph. Jordan is going like for like $14,000. Heck, I mean, I sold um, a number to 10 2017 Select Racing um, for like $20. And that's like a 4-year-old card. I mean, that's crazy. Sports cards are just it's a if you know how to do it and everything, it's a great investment tool. It's a great way to make a little bit of money. It's a great hobby to collect. So I'm just fascinated by this by sports cards and breaking. And this is a great article you should read. I'll put it in the description. So anyways, get back to here. So we're talking about Gary Vee. So another thing that's going on, like I said before, with the whole uh, racing card things, I found some success and some profit through Group Break. and resale cross analysis, I was able to, um, you know, identify, what's selling, what's not selling, what teams are selling, what teams are not selling, and then find a sweet spot on, hey, if I buy this team for this value and sell it, I can make a profit. And we could talk about that later on with more videos because it's really interesting how you can do that. But I was able to get tons of hits and sell them, which would be able to fund my hobby to get cards that I really wanted. Because I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan, I'm a huge Chiefs fan. I love Chiefs autos. I know Thrax Baroni, he and I battle a lot because I'm going after Mahomes just as much as he is. So I'm, trying to buy the one my I'm saving up money right now to buy my Holy Grail Mahomes card. So that's what I'm trying to do right now is use my engine, if you will, to buy the card that I want. And then also, like I said, I'm following some trends. So I've identified some um, revenue ad opportunities for current breakers um, to help them give them more money. That's something I do in my current job is find opportunities to add more revenue, create efficiencies, decrease waste, to bring more profit to the breaker. So, I found several opportunities to do that, and we'll talk about how successful that went. So what happened was I approached several breakers, and when I say several, I mean about a dozen and a half, and every one of them said no, they're not interested. I said I'm doing it pro bono. I just want to do it for the data. I just want to see if it's curious. I don't even want you to implement it. I just want the data. They said no, don't even get close to me. Just back off. Fine, cool, whatever. We're still cool. I'll still buy from you. No big deal. But what that makes me is hungry. It makes me data curious. Now I really want to know the back end of the breaking. So what I did then was I took a couple of days and I developed a revenue and inventory model for all the for the main breakers business model. So of the four main breakers or the five main breakers in the industry, I actually developed a revenue inventory model around them. And in order for me to do that, I actually had to create an LLC for myself. So I actually went out and got an LLC in my name, which meant that I had to go and get an employee identification number from the IRS. I had to file articles of corporation through the state that I live in. I had to get a license. I had to pay money. I have to now file quarterly taxes. I have to do a lot of BS just to develop this model. That's how driven I am to figure out what this looks like on the back end. But to do this, I was also able to obtain membership to several sporting card distributors. So now I can see the wholesale prices of what breakers purchase cards for. So that allows me to see what they purchase cards for versus what they sell them to the customers for, which allows me to develop a more accurate model so I can see how much inventory comes in and out of a breaker's monthly inventory, for example, and it's amazing how much inventory gets turned over in a month for some of these breakers. It's crazy. We could go over that later on. So what else did I do? So I also attempted to buy shares of existing breaking companies. So I would go out to smaller breakers who were just starting out or had a small breaking community, and I would say, hey, I would like to buy 30, 33, 35% of your breaking company trying to do my own little Shark Tank, just to we not just try to get myself in the door so I can start, working with some data, trying to get some of these value adds so I can get a piece of this action. And I was turned down. Nobody wanted to deal with me. That's fine, understand. So then I tried to pursue a path to help monetize the way I do group break analysis. Um, One of my thoughts was to monetize this through YouTube, through views, but I'm like, the market isn't big enough for me to get a lot of people to watch me do product reviews and analysis, and people would just watch it and be like, okay, great, whatever, and then they would never watch it again. So that wouldn't work, and I doubt anybody would ever pay me money to consult them for a product line. So that would not work either. But I started that card flipping engine to fund my hobby. So that is going over really, really well. I won't give exact figures, but I'm turning over um, 4 figures on a weekly basis through the resale market. So I can save money up to fund my hobby and to save up money to buy my Holy Grail Patrick Mahomes card, which I'm getting very close to. Um, so what's next? So now I have a two-tiered strategy. First is to go to YouTube. I'm going to document and educate. So I plan on making videos. I'm going to try to do them, twice, 3 times a week. Not just these, but document and educate everything that I do. I was told by my consultant, who once again is a person I work with, who is also a sports card influencer in the sports card community, that YouTube is a great way and people would watch and would be interested in seeing how this process plays out, if I succeed, if I fail, whatever. So I'm going to document and educate everything, what the future holds, what I've learned, mistakes I make, what goes on. I'm also going to attempt to create a group break company, which is going to incorporate all these little observations that I've learned that the other companies did not want to participate in. I'm going to implement them into my company and see if my observations were correct, or if they were correct in saying, hey, you're crazy for doing this. So we're going to see who was right and who was wrong. And maybe it's going to be a little bit of both. We're also going to define and resolve any problems that show up, because they're going to be a lot, because I'm already defining and resolving a lot of problems already. I just started 3 days ago. And I'm also going to finally answer my data-driven questions, which are plenty. I've already working on profit and break-even analysis, and I got Excel spreadsheets. And if you continue to watch, I hope you love Excel and graphs and line graphs, because you're gonna love this channel for the next God knows how long. So that being said, that's all I have. I hope you watch. Please comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Give me your advice. What should I do next? What shouldn't I do? If you've done this before, what mistakes did you make? What did you learn from them? What were your successes? Anything you can tell me, I'd appreciate it. If you're a breaker and you say, don't tread on my turf, let me know. But anything you tell me, I appreciate it. My Instagram is at BartCubed. Feel free to follow me there. There's all my social media information. And again, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.